Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge outdoor wall sconce called the Port Small 304301. Two sizes larger than this. You should check them all out because they are wonderful. This is kind of a nod, a contemporary or transitional nod toward the traditional onion lamp, which is pretty cool. So this is 10.3 inches overall height from the very bottom of the fixture to the top of the fixture, 9.2 inches wide, has a projection from the wall out of 9 inches. Backplate is going to be 6.5 inches tall by 5 inches wide, and the mounting height from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of your electrical outlet box is coming in at 7.1 inches. And I want to show you more information about that. And how we're going to do that is we're going to look at the install sheets, and how we do that. If you're on the page for this on HandmadeInVermont.com, look over on the right hand side of your screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. Lot of good info there, as well as some good technical drawings. So you're going to see how the fixture goes together. You're going to see a parts list, and you're also going to see how the backplate goes onto your electrical outlet box. If you're going to be cutting a block to go into a shingle siding or clapboard siding, you know you're going to be cutting a block a little bit bigger than the 6.5 by 5, so just keep that all in mind. When you get this done and it's up against the building on the block, it's all set up and it's working and everything looks great, put a bead of clear silicone where the fixture meets your building, meets the block. And you're just going to put a little bead of clear stuff around it. It's going to disappear, and it's going to keep moisture from getting back there in rain, which is a good thing to do. Okay? So let's talk about a couple things on this. Let's talk about socket. So this is going to be using Hubbardton Forge's medium base porcelain sockets, threaded, which is important. We'll talk about it in a second. They're going to give you a 60 watt max for an incandescent bulb, and that's because of the heat generated by this bulb. If you guys want to do LED, there's absolutely no problem. LED is going to be great. That's what we do in our showroom, and we have this on display. So there's no limit when you get into LEDs. The only limit is going to be the size of the physical bulb getting into the glass comfortably, and that's it. Because they don't generate a lot of heat, they don't use a lot of electricity, and they're wonderful. You can also choose your color temperature, and I'm always talking about that. I like the warm glow of that incandescent bulb. A lot of people like that. Some people like that cooler, whiter daylight. So the warm incandescent glow is going to be 3,000 Kelvin. That's the same light that's coming down on my hands from the lights above us. These are LEDs, and that's my preference. Some of you, if you like that cooler daylight, that's going to be 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin. When you're at the store buying bulbs, make sure you look at that, and if you're online, it'll tell you right off the bat what color or temperature they are going to be. Also, a dimmable fixture. If you're going to put this around the pool or on a back porch or on a deck, and you're going to be hanging out there in the summertime with your friends after dinner, having coffee, dim them down. You know, there's no reason why you can't put these on a dimmer. You can buy dimmable LEDs, and then you don't have a glare on you. But if you're in a different situation where you're trying to find your dog in the backyard, that's where you can crank them up and you can find your dog. Okay? Let's talk about glass really quick. Oh, actually, before we go there, when you were looking at that parts list and you were looking at the PDF of the install instructions, you probably noticed there's a drawing of this tube. It's a metal tube, and this is a retaining ring tube. It's going to accept the threaded retaining ring in the end like that, and its job is basically to take the place of your hand to get up into the glass to put the glass on. This is the inner diffuser, and then this is one of the options I'll get into a second, and this just goes right on top like that, and then you're going to basically just tighten it using the tube and get it where it's snug. Don't over tighten, you never want to do that. And then remember, it's righty tighty lefty loosey, and then when you're done and it's all on, you're going to take this and you're going to throw it into a junk drawer in your kitchen and make it disappear for the rest of your life. But someday you may need it, and that's where it's going to be. So that's what you want to do. Let's talk about the glass again. So we'll hop back over to glass. You're going to have two options on glass on this. So you're going to have this beautiful, clear, antique, kind of antique looking, little air bubbles inside, which is really, really pretty. And this is going to come with an inner white diffuser called opal, and I'll get into opal glass later on. And then it just goes in, and this is your setup. Isn't that really nice? Okay, option 2 is the whole thing's opal, so you don't see any of the bulbs or anything like that. Actually, you wouldn't see the bulb on this anyway, but that gives you your two options as far as glass goes. Okay, and then I want to circle back again to sockets really quick. If you guys are in the state of California and you're pulling Title 24 compliant permits, that means you're doing new construction or renovation, and you're in a place where they're going to come out, the building inspector is going to come out, and he's going to make you do something other than the screw-in socket. we have these by special order GU24 California Title 24 compliant sockets, and this is going to be automatically an LED with the little prongs on top, two little holes, just snaps in pretty easily. And then second reason you're going to do this is for LEED certified building, and that's LEED, and that's if you're building a new construction to get the tax credits basically. So we're going to cover you right there. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is not just another piece of white glass. This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with. And then they come in, they blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a third step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the end. You can see them on these two pieces. And it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft glowing piece. Really, really pretty. You know, they're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's talk about something else. Same kind of idea. They only use aircraft-grade aluminum to make all of their outdoor lighting, and the reason they do that is because aluminum holds up better than any other material in harsh, extreme weather. When you go out and you're out in the world, look up and you'll see those jet airlines flying up there way above your head. They're all made out of aluminum for a reason, because it holds up beautifully, it welds beautifully, it doesn't rust, it's very light, and it's just the best material to use outside. So on top of that, they have developed these outdoor baked epoxy powder coats that can go over this and make them pretty much indestructible, and we're going to talk about that right now. So how they do this, you'll notice in the picture next to me, there's a picture of a woman, and she's actually shooting powdered finish at the fixture. And they take the fixture, let's say this is the fixture to begin with, okay? They wire it up with a wire here, a wire coming down. They run a small amount of electricity through it to make it positive. And what that does, it makes it attract everything around it. So when she's over there spraying little bits of powdered finish, what it's going to do, it's going to go over the entire fixture. It's going to get into every nook, every cranny, top, bottom, sides, the whole thing. They're going to take that fixture, they're going to put it into an oven. That's going to melt that down and make it into a hard epoxy shell. And it makes it, incredibly strong. Because they do this, and these things have been tested in these wind chambers where they have shot, salty seawater at them, basically, because that's what's going to happen on a beach, right? Where a lot of these things are going to end up. They had to really do that to make sure that they're going to hold up for you. And because they have done that, they offer the best warranty for the entire lighting industry. And you can see that over on the left-hand side of your screen. Limited lifetime warranty for residential use, and check it out, and it'll really make you feel better about their products. Okay. Moving on from there, why don't we talk about our showroom in Vermont. We have over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We actually have a What's on Display page on our website. It's over in the red tabs over on the left-hand side of your screen, so you can open up that and check it out. Showroom has also a clearance center. So clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's an amazing deal for you. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you guys are going to come visit us, do me a favor, bring a big SUV, if you can, if you have one, only because the boxes are set up for shipping. Measure everything you can think of. So measure with a measuring tape, measure your ceilings, measure counters, tables, distances between junction boxes and things like ceilings, because if you're looking, you want to make sure when you're looking at these things that they're going to be able to be used by you for your needs, okay? And then also bring an iPad. If you guys are doing a project and you have a tablet laying around at home, take pictures with that. Take pictures, and you can bring that tablet in, and we can go through all those pictures together and look and see what you guys are doing, and I can help you out on that, okay? So when you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else does that. Some larger items, generally big things on pallets and custom things, are going to be non-returnable. We'll always tell you that on the page for it, so just keep your eyes peeled for that. And then on top of all that, we offer a rush program. So in order for you to get all of these different finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. It takes generally about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it is super, super inexpensive. A lot of people don't even know about it. If you want to know about it, the best thing to do is just drop me a quick email, sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. You can also call 802-446-2400 during business hours. And so I'm here every day except Sunday, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time if you guys want to talk to me. And then you can email us, 7 days a week at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. So I think that kind of wraps things up on this. You guys have any questions at all, let me know. Thank you for stopping in today. Take care. Bye-bye.